As the rate of new coronavirus cases surges to record heights, more than 20 states have orders now requiring people to wear a face mask when in public. But what if you're using a disposable mask? Do you know if you're wearing it backwards? That's our COVID question. With the many conversations about face masks, misinformation about proper use continues to spread, like the claim that a traditional blue and white medical mask can be reversed depending on the health of the person wearing it. Totally false, not true. The World Health Organization says the colored side of the mask is usually worn on the front and should face away from you, while the white side touches your face. So see, the blue side of that mask is waterproof, keeping droplets from other people penetrating your mask. The white side is absorbent, so if you cough, the droplets are trapped in your mask. And when it comes to throwing it away, immediately do so after use. Put it in the trash can. And a reminder, practicing good hygiene, that prevents the spread of any germs, COVID included. So email us your question. That is covid19@fox10tv.com.
Well, tropical activity in the Gulf means trouble for us in the northern Gulf Coast. The setup makes for riptides, which can pull you far away from the beach. So if you see red flags flying, don't get into the water. The surf is just too dangerous. Our chief meteorologist, Jason Smith, keeping up with all the storms in this record-breaking year. Jason, what's the latest?
Well, the latest is two things we're tracking. One in the Gulf. It's a broad low, but what it's going to do is generate those rip currents in our area. So we've got that one out there that's headed towards Texas. We'll get a little piece of it. We'll get some rain out of it too. And then an organized system out here in the Atlantic. Want to start in the Gulf right now, and a little burst of showers right near the center. Could this thing be trying to get its act together? Could it be trying to organize? That is a possibility. Certainly in the next 24 hours, we think it'll become a tropical depression as it heads off the Louisiana coast and over towards Texas. Here's the latest on the computer modeling with this. A broad low, so it's taking a little while for it to tighten up and turn into a tropical depression, but behind it, it's going to bring this plume of moisture in our area. That'll start tomorrow and really intensify on Friday. We could get quite wet around here with numerous showers and storms in our forecast. Also, along with that, Friday will be the peak of any rough surf that we're going to see. We've got that onshore flow at about 15 to 20 to gusting to about 25 miles an hour. So that's driving up the seas running 4 to 6 feet. Then this thing should head over as a tropical storm, potentially over towards Texas, and the name would be Hannah, and it could linger near the Texas coast for a while. The computer models are unanimous in bringing it more towards Texas and not our way. So it's just about past us now, and we think this thing will keep headed towards Texas, but we will see some impacts here. Switching gears, want to talk about what's going on with Gonzalo here in the Atlantic. A very, very tight and small circulation on the intertropical convergence zone out in the open waters of the Atlantic, a long ways away from us too. And taking a look at the latest, this is the update from the National Hurricane Center. We got the 10 o'clock advisory down about 20 minutes early tonight. That can happen sometimes, especially with systems that are way on out there. And NHC has placed the winds at 60 miles an hour. So it's gone up from a 50 mile per hour tropical storm to a 60 mile per hour tropical storm. The forward speed west at 12. So what about that long range track? These advisories that come down 4 a.m., 10 a.m., 4 p.m., and 10 p.m. come with a new forecast track, and there's been very little change here. We do have it as a weaker system in the Caribbean on Monday, located somewhere between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and getting past Venezuela and a little closer to Colombia there as it's tracking on off towards the west. So we are looking at a Caribbean system, weaker early next week, still not in our area. Here are the super long range model lines, and I know you're looking at this saying, hey, this thing's headed for the Gulf. Well, we got to figure out what it is once it gets up and through here, because it may encounter a lot of wind shear and get ripped apart altogether. There are a lot of scenarios anywhere from the Bahamas to the Yucatan where it could go. So we'll watch what happens long term with this one. In the meantime, scattered showers out there. Rain chances are up with the rain showers that are around. You can see north of Weeks Bay around Fish River, we had a pretty good thunder shower headed towards Fairhope, but that has weakened considerably. Tomorrow, scattered showers and storms in the forecast and a temperature held down into the 80s because of the rain. And the rain will be around at times, especially afternoon and evening. There'll be some enhancement to it, but Thursday and Friday look wet. And then we go back to our regular scattered shower routine by the weekend. Summertime heat and humidity keep hanging around even though the tropics are stirring up a little bit. Lenny, Spire?
All right, guys, we have a new surprise squad.
Yeah, this time we're surprising a wonderful lady who's using her talents as a ministry.
The Fox 10 Surprise Squad is sponsored by All In Credit Union.
We have another Fox 10 Surprise Squad for you today, and it is a sweet one. We cannot wait to introduce you to Miss Pam Whitehead. She has a heart full of service. She's been making quilts and masks for people in need during this COVID-19 pandemic. She also loves her church. We're going to learn more about her from Pastor Mike here at Three Circle Church.
I'm so excited that this is happening for Pam Whitehead. Pam is just an amazing person, serves here as a part of our volunteer team. She's always got a smile on her face, just very outgoing, welcoming to everybody that she meets.
And she's gone above and beyond during this time of COVID-19, making masks for you guys to give out.
We started kind of helping out Southern Cancer Center with the need for masks, and so put out a call, and Pam answered that call. And she's paid for all of them herself, out of her pocket. She's also made quilts for cancer patients just to give away, just as a comfort quilt.
So tell me a little bit about your mom.
She took me in. She's actually really my aunt. She took me in when I was a year old. She just likes to show her love, and she's very, very caring.
And what does Miss Pam mean to you?
She means everything to me. I just feel like she needs to be shown that people appreciate and care for her.
She's just a very unselfish person, so she's very deserving.
Are you excited to surprise her?
We are. Can't wait. Can't wait to see her walk through these doors and get surprised.
Surprise! We heard a little birdie that came to us saying that you needed to be surprised. Why do you want to serve so much?
When this first started, I thought, what can I do? What can I do, to help people? And so I went ahead and I started making the masks, and people would call me and say, can you make me a mask? How much you going to charge me? And I'd say, I don't charge nothing. And the one lady says, well, why are you doing this? I says, this is a pandemic. God wouldn't want me to do that. And so I don't. I just love to volunteer. I love to get involved.
About how many masks do you think you've made during this time?
I probably made about 250, 300.
But you have a heart full of service. April was telling me here just a second ago that you took her in when she was 1. Why did you want to do that?
Social services was going to come in and take her away. And my husband and I just decided, no, that wasn't going to happen. So we went ahead and we took her. And also I was a foster parent. I raised 5 other boys. At one time in my house, I had 12 children, all at once.
And family is so important to you. April and I were talking, if I believe right, you lost your husband.
What happened was I lost my mom 12 years ago. And to the date, a year to the date, I lost my husband. And then my one son, I've lost him, and I've lost his siblings. So, I've had trials and tribulations. Everybody's got that. But God has been just wonderful, and He has just flourished my life with these children and brought them up to be good kids, and that's all I've asked.
So we wanted to surprise you here at Fox 10, if that's okay, with some help of a friend. So first, we've got this big gift for you. There's something on top I want you to grab first. It's that green card, and I want you to open that. So that's a $500 gift card to Joann's. We just wanted to say thank you, our friends, at Joann's wanted to say thank you. You just serve our community right now and give hope to a lot of people when we need it. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Also, I don't know if you saw this big blue box with a gold bow on it, but we have something for you. But before we give you that, I want to show you something. This is from our friends.
Joann is committed to serving its local community. Giving back is a major part of that commitment. Pamela Whitehead, your acts of kindness have not gone unnoticed, and we would love to show you our appreciation for giving to so many others with this amazing gift.
You have a sewing room, right? How's your sewing machine? I think that'll change soon.
Thank you very much. I appreciate what you've done for me. Because I've never had this before. This is something that's never been. I've always given and I've never received. So this is something nice. I want to thank them for this.